No, but in America, no. Obeya, Mummy na engine this referendum and enkepede ye. Ye kon partisan and attention baba ho.
Okay.
Ye ko partisan no bia hunde o. Aja ye kwa because nobody can change this. NDC MPP, they have taken over the country. Sometimes there is a reason why sometimes I always laugh at people who want to go for independent. We saw what Parkway Syndrome did in 2012 or something. Okay. Upon all the crowd that he pulled, all the skirmishes that he did, he couldn't even get 1% in the national election. NDC for Yako election now, until the BB run off the BB, NDC they have their core members 44 to 46%. If you're from 2000 elections to Benin now, anytime the NDC we will lose election, they range between 40 to 49%. And if you Ghana for do now what to Obama NPP for no, we are about 48 to 49%. Good. Democrat some of them you can't change their mind. Okay. The same applies to NDC. Okay. We have about 44 to 46% Ghanaians. If you want then, they will still vote for NDC. Democrat fully been a doom so by how can we like doom so? I'm sure you remember. So if you get a country of this nature,
from per analysis you are giving, it tells us that we have to go partisan.
We have to go partisan. Yes, a constitution in baby on support no. Yes, near mad near partisan. Your referendum nanyama on to follow now obiana attention because assembly election no Sunday nkrofunze echirinti. Obi wo to community go him na assembly man. Bebre. Because yenye hu dede to them if me papa ko just menya and onye MPO and some prekobi so be there why MPO go moyi so baka ko just menyi because he did so well people got to know him
but that's one pay to so no MPO
this is no MPO so we hwe kwa yen hu nti obi ampo nyi nti dem na kwa nti yetum de ko na ye no partisan basis na obobua ma na yi ma da ho na obi ayi na akum ozezechi.
Now, so the same question. Ghanaians really ready to vote for these elections? Are we ready? The district assembly elections, Ghanaians, are we ready to vote? Or we just curtail it and at the end, the partisan, open face forum, you call referendum, and your partisan, the MP.
Okay, you know, what I say. Asama ABC were very delicate because Semeka there, young partisan, then. I'm trying to be power drunk, or I'm trying to undermine the working of the
Constitution is not supported, but the colors are supporting.
Yes. So, and let me tell you something. The Constitution of the country is supreme. And it is the law in which all the laws of the land must conform. Good. The decision be taken. And it doesn't go in line with the Constitution. It creates BB, your friend, ultra virus. And now ultra virus. There. Here, Bibia, let's say take time, you will destroy the Constitution. And let's say the Constitution also destroyer will betize everybody. Okay. So in the end, there we are all what we have to do is this. Because it is the duty of the NCCA. To educate the general public about certain uncouth activities or uncultured behavior going on in the country. In the say, amendment, BBA or basin, we should go in line with what the people are saying. At the end of the day, we end up, amending all the details of the Constitution. And at the end of the day, we are going to create a total anarchy for us to live. In the people are responding to it that one young partisan, partisan. Another issue has come from the Constitution. We say, amend the BBR. At the end of the day, we there you need Constitution. Okay. Until there, we have to know where the problem is coming from.
And where is the problem coming from?
The problem is coming from parties. Problem is coming from.
It's coming from your political.
The system has failed. It's a systemic failure, as I said earlier. It's a systemic failure.
How come?
System may fail because you find that say I a political into ye political no be adwuma na into if that is the case I don't think this the DC is appointing one or political will fail. I don't think the minister of states will fail. I don't think the MPs appoint one various constituency will fail. One way political. If it is indeed politics, no bema development, akodo electoral, how do you call it, assembly elections, another akodo electoral areas. Why are they failing the constituency? Why are they failing their regions? Why are they failing their districts? We need to know where the problem is coming from and find solution to it.
From where you are sitting, yes. Two of the problems, where is it coming from?
So one of the reasons is this. Politics has eaten into so many things.
Exactly.
Political parties will come and tell you, help us to secure vote over here. But when you vote, when you vote, you are neglected. Into the other assembly members, when we there, when we there, assembly elections, no, political, and political. Into all there, you educate womb. As soon as I don't. No what sir, no what reason up, and no double up, no year the other one. Because there were so many indicators are political, but these indicators are failed. When in a way fail, inti say so. Ya train question ne political. It's a total mess. I can give you several examples. Me community a total MPP community. MPP no stronghold wall. Okay. But what by development? Development about community there. Johnson abo akoko. They be me talk. I'm talking from experience and experiment. Okay. Me is American. One man friend there. Assembly members who are our community na why how do you call it MPP for? Okay. But nothing is going on.
So you agree with the government that it's time that we need to put a lot of money and then educate the communities to know that it is not partisan thing. Yes. We need someone from the community to be Gina.
That is when they
what community money develop.
Yes, that's when they can hold the government accountable to do what is what right. Because when you're political, if the government is misbehaving, you can't pinpoint and tell the government that this thing that you are doing, we are not doing well because we need this. You have to provide. You understand? Your district assembly, your district chief executive, you told no so about 3 times, told the pastor about 2 times. You rejected. At the end, when you sue political power now, what do you influence the system not by? The guy is performing so woeful. One perform bad. We don't even know. I don't know whether he's a messenger because it was influenced by politics. So I'm talking from experience and experiment that it shouldn't be influenced by politics, but we should based on the original nature. Or the education, the system has failed. There's a systemic failure. And the education, you educate the general public. You create some cover when cheap. If you know what I say, what drafted constitution, one young question for we the effect of politics and how it can endanger the electoral areas. Thank you.
See, the assembly next day. The chiefs are not playing a role at all. The chiefs, they're supposed to help the assembly to achieve what the community, so to say, needs. But as of now, let's agree. The chiefs are not even playing a role. And the chiefs, some of them are now politicians.
You see, Mr. Abbey, I show you wouldn't name me kakra and how I do my things. Sometimes hypocrisy is something that is not helping this country. I don't know what's it abofraba monko efichir. Good. Wako abobi akan another wako ekopra. Ebohwenima we breed and we wa. You have to make sure that you attend to the child. For him to heal an ambwa. Since Azai chiefs and Kasa, majority of them were doing to me for once. First, Nanka, Nina, because of this partisan, this partisan politics here, one must see here, I hear for who to know what before. Because people control to the politicians more than the chiefs. Ghana, it is only 2 or 3 chiefs. Na wakasa ebi obite chiefs and kasa ho tum kra wodi bu ho anso ho man na mpo because of constitutional yali and this ye constitution a yer kan ho asem yan ishe constitution mu ahimfu nhyeda nyi tum papa bia wo Ghana here constitution no mu nti bad na obama ayi ohen enye tum bi e wo no community onye tum bi the politician we the MPP the NDC the CPP all of them will go down on their knees in front of a chief because they be a do election or vote if you know
good
after that on him be an yohini biam and that has become the norms in this country oh enter me make there I believe there's a year no straightforward yanjintum constitution no yakade ya amend e botuma amend
okay
na Jonathan ka bibi there say bia ya gitum there na say bibi fufuro bi sisi na ya Ghana your constitution ya started they use 30 years ni ya papa for Professor Morris or try there obey a constitutional amendment was it wrong
it wasn't
but at the end of the day na ne predecessor uncle John and obeji o the champagne me yen ho hwe na nyama bebro ho ebotum asesa e manyama etum akonanyim yes, yeah, amendment in the constitution. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Okay. Look at 92, 91 where your constitution, 92 years to Obama, years starting.
Okay.
30 good years in it. And see, in your man say able to answer your mana. Then American, this year politics has divided us already.
Okay.
Say adi way yeah partisan. No be a hunde NDC, MPP, face to face. Yebohu no hu ahonkeka Ghana for the best.
Affect development.
It will never affect development. Consider say demble national elections your tiala. Say ye MP na se ba na se entum anyi adwuma ye ya. Say odu general election what abetia o.
Yeah, hello.
Say the same thing na say ebi obi by assemblyman na so the parties in or the bar Yankupo had more 4 years pe 4 years na so na se hona anyi ho ate wa pay mu no wo hunde wo madimbo nsonya they will vote against you.
All right.
And the one thing also in politics in there election so be him there onye dey wa appoint him na makwetene baby another bia man wa from kwamba betene baby a dey be odwen there no nkonfu woto modo aba te the DC omida nkonfu to no do aba enti sahemfo kwa afre na oboko
okay
oyim de sahemfo no wakasa kire won nkonfu wote no se ibeye DC waba ya to do aba na se eyanyama bi na se ohene bi na yonje no so fraud bra mesama wo ma hemfie baba chekire nsem kiram na samba na so odu de basana abade yansan to do aba entum pomba
all right
enti botuma esa constitution no constitution amendment or constitution mu na the constitution owo if schedule A na oho the bribi board there
subject to amendment
so there's nothing wrong yetuma ya amendment na nyama ya sesa nyama bia as gashen na ho nyama yin na you complain about it na we get rid of it.
All right, Mr. Nat, you touch on last one the chiefs they are losing touch and our assemblies the communities they are not even playing any role.
Yes, but
few minutes you got the story.
Chiefs was there will lose touch not today.
Okay.
Right from colonial times. The chiefs there will lose touch.
Okay.
The chiefs there. Or somebody will say stooges and puppets.
Okay.
People amount for alcohol hide behind the chiefs. No will push the chiefs in the day. 1 year BB. So if you read something under indirect true, you get a clear picture of whatever I'm saying now. So how do you call it? Chiefs lost their powers not today.
Okay.
Until they have been there, even their constitution so. What they need to pay there. Chiefs must be debarred or chiefs should not engage in active politics.
Exactly.
Until ama the awokana anka chiefs what the best shemuna what they are correct certain things. One far there school aka urem. Inti anka osre honorable another yen ex how do you call it his excellency Nana Adudankwa then ka obeya onye nwe adwuma kakra then na yem papa kan. Then kasakasa ben na papa anka. Peyino, the one who occupied the highest office of the land. Asan ben okan. Or yeah, chiefs, or yeah, chief no poto voter region. Is that the way to go?
Okay.
Inti yeli benankasa na odi enyim.
All right.
On respect to chiefs.
Okay.
Chief bi oba akra, chief bi na orobo ante the chief no yar ntu answer. Or yeah, chief no rough. Me there. Or you need you have to
you
have to
so because you rough
yeah okay
he prompted him
okay thank you I stand corrected
yes
thank you for winchi when you kasa by heart when you kasa
by heart
okay
no even use that word point it though
I'm not addressing him let's take that side. He saw the chiefs then he called someone to go and find out what is wrong with the chief?
Yes.
The guest just maybe who say bia or two inside.
So two inside. No.
The following 2 weeks or so. Baby. No, I'm not deviating.
The point is the maybe I would not stop where I want you to go. But the point is that I just want us to find a lasting solution.
Yeah.
The chiefs need to at least play a role
America
and help the communities to develop.
But
so we have to okay,
man.
Draw another attention all together.
Okay, only America there. Them paying for Nankasan. One more respect the chiefs.
Okay.
And the chiefs Nankasa will lose one respect long ago.
All right.
All there, yet now.
Okay.
Now find solution.
All right. Solution.
No, host.
But the way you are,
it's okay.
You see,
to say elections, no, I am partisan. Now we agree, say I will say move from the partisan level to make it a free flow. Now we'll be able to community, able to be as an assemblyman and as a unit committee whatever to help the community to develop. Young in terms of maybe I could do I am partisan anyway. Now we need to take a second spectacle and ask ourselves as a nation. You call it partisan, and now you call it the constitution. And I think this one, as time goes on, you better have a topic to discuss more because assembly elections say you lose touch, and you call it partisan. Meanwhile, that is not the right thing. You call your next topic. So, Mestre, you Bernard Mona, make a statement to be saying, say, President Atta is the best president in the Fourth Republic. Now, remember, you have a presidency in Obia Modembo. Say who becomes the best. He's a late president, but the why you be to be home. And I think former President Rawlings or you're late, we can also agree of Nyama certain ones in there they are still there. So you're coming to Bernard Bona some kind but he also made a statement. Say one time a yes sitting president Eman is Kebi, you understand? To champion the feather near the school near there. Until he has so to say praise here. And said so many things also here. And Tini say, we are coming to listen to Bernard Mona, all right? And then we all sit here and assess the presidency. Say which one is the best for the Fourth Republic. Yes, Shambras is here. Wow, I think you know. The producer, is it true or it cannot be true that the late President Atta is the best president for the Fourth Republic? Mr. Philip.
Oh. What do you say? Yakaka said that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Tembiano say, Michelle Sabinus and who you fear. Mutma Shenima Makada, Akatation who you feel.
Okay.
But the same Akatation, I will be Huna Bakada, 60 or a Chilipapo. So it's a yen you are paying Bernard Mona. Nasimo Rekade. If Ghana president, Fourth Republic, are the best president ever. A year, Ura Atamosa.
The late Professor John.
The late Professor Mosa. Onyam Wawa. Do honor Canada.
Antonio.
Osande about a few months ago, I think here we came to discuss the same Bernard Mona saying Akufo-Addo will go down in the history of Ghana, say he's the worst president. You understand? So if you look at this caliber of person, I Bernard Mona now, he also have his adwena bia of owo ode fa president bia ho me make the President Morse, he was not bad.
Okay.
As a president, he did so many well in his capacity. You understand? Because nipa de be American nipa de say bia in ho island. You have your shortcomings, you have your strengths, and you have it. And the same applies to Professor Morse. No one good part, no one bad side.
All right.
But the Professor Morse has been the best president ever in the Fourth Republic. I bet you differ. Okay.
Oh, President Akufo-Addo has been a very good person to me. Because me, and this is within the time now I call General Secretary for the first time. Mustafa Hamid, no year, spokesperson to Akufo-Addo. New Plan Station, Ekofaka. At the time, my colleagues have already gone to Bolga for campaign. And I'm running for General Secretary. My colleagues have already gone. Now some team to bigger I didn't have a car. So I'm going to New Plan to go and pick a car. And to go and also contest for General Secretary. I say, why? Have you spoken to Akufo-Addo? I said, no. None in the office. I was the back of Odo Rice. Until I say Akufo-Addo will be within that area in the next 10 minutes. You're trying 15 minutes, Papa. No, but now me say me quite car. I said that me trying. The man came. I called the office and Mustafa Katrin. So I could really say, oh, young man, I'm told you are going to run for General Secretary. I wish you all the best. He pulled money. He didn't count. Maybe I need $2,000.
I see. Oje.
I took it.
One patron one at the mouth.
Me say Akufo-Addo.
Your mom penny or tea.
Yes, he did that for me.
We are PNC.
Then he said, I wish you all the best. He supported me at the time with $2,000. When I came out and I showed it to Mustafa, I said, I wish you well, brother. Man, call New Plan B. Me call Alamo car rental. A bank. Granada Hotel.
Okay.
And I make a rent a car. And then I was able to move out. Oh, President Akufo-Addo has been a very good person to me. Because me and
video in the way CTV sister station interview no caption we share sort of place Akufo-Addo 2000 when I was going for secretaryship or contested somewhere along the line or make a statement say Atta must say best in $2,000 and yes kakitwa so or the such go to come one kind and or the man not the coach Mustafa Hamid not say all the best or kind of $2,000.
You see, person me here be wahanum. We share as more kind that I'm not your president. No Akufo-Addo your president.
No your president.
So I want to urge the viewers. Now come kwere Akufo-Addo on the 2000 sheni to come be ochiche. Na you know man find propaganda. I have to make that thing clear. That time no year. Normal Akufo-Addo. I no be president.
Sure.
And I'm a boy.
Sure.
I know to me you kotokum sika $2,000. No, Ozema, ya papa Bernard Mona, and the Otumi Kase, he's the worst performing president ever. But let's go straight to the point. Ya papa Tamadam Americano, he have his problems.
Okay.
And the on the time in the Wotia, wo you menis can be. Okay, so the best ever president. No time. That means some no cordo. Your papa President Morse na time. Na ambulance ya Ghana hey na no do 50. The whole Ghana ambulance ya Ghana na no do 50. Or the tina kongodo to Nyankopon etonsa friend.
Okay.
So if Sabanad Mone hunde he has been the best president ever. That is him. But Ami Kwesi and Apike me hune them.
Okay.
Me even share NDC for Ankasampo. They always use him as reference. Ayekufo.
Okay.
Yapa pe Kufo don't for na me mumbe. I don't want to judge him. But in a nature he has done very well and he has performed maybe like 1,000 times better than John Mills and the late John Mills and Ora John Mahama.
That is a certain precedent.
The sitting president, Papa
7 years or
7 years or today.
He has done far better than.
Inyama why no, far better than. NDC phone when 8 years are, your papa Mars now, your papa Maradmoda, Ebona Baduno. That way. In him, your papa Mars no what strategy be. He being somebody worker there on spending state scano no use brofubi anyhow convoy crano about so let me tell you the trick.
What convoy do?
What convoy no do?
Protect the press.
Let me tell you, convoy no want to do. I know, and I was monitoring. Sir, your papa Mars pedoko Cape Coast. 5 of the convoy would take the lead without motorcade. Another 5 will follow.
How do you get to the
me? Because I want to know. Me, I always want evidence. So, and to me share that monitor. Seminya information there. Sir President, Mars or look at Cape Coast. Moshe. One day V8 no. By 5, you know have a cynical. Another 5, no have a cynical. Another 5, no have a cynical. We are the president Nankasa. That's why 4. Now, the motorbikes 5 minutes in now ambulance clock home. No, cause Professor Morris.
But so long as the convoy didn't count, we cannot justify that.
It is the same
those
thing.
Convoy are part of the convoy.
You see, it is the same way, but I see it as a trickish way. Just to tell people there. On the to save some funds or to support the countries there on use to scan another on say or manage a party. But it was lie. And it's a convoy and it's a convoy anymore. The same thing. Ekufo can do the same. John Mahama, net time, no so Uncle Bushma the same thing. But they think they walk on no combo. And you may think there, oh, Professor Mers next time no on the no use. But Missy, second of 4 who the mother or Bacano Kola. No chichim. Anna, if a member na if 4th Republic yesterday ya. Obiane first term. Oya nyama ye smooth kakraman. Second term no na nyama abaye rough.
Okay.
Na if you be today ya papa Ekufuado a. Ghana yi bia bedi da se there. For the first time I started to implement free SHS. Kwa Ghana fu bi ka there. Se Ekufuado tumi ye free SHS na ampala. On the yeba mo atena konwa ndo akosi bro bowu. On ye. So why ye? So what has changed?
Challenges
were because it's a human institution. So it is banko school there, one function school mo frama. Na se nya school patrons, school headmasters, headmistress. Mo was say is ban was go gu hofi was stores or cotton or dim webu safum woza. Them challenges on ba.
Why can't government arrest them? Because what's one?
You arrest the people while you seen them. Those people who have been caught have been sacked from the schools. But when I was in one so
at Thomas time was able to stabilize the city for 7 months, constant.
Yeah, but him there,
the economy was right, or championing corruption.
NPP back power in the first term. Ekufuado government stabilized the city for almost a year.
Were they benefiting from HIPIC?
No,
from a friend, IMF.
So,
the last part of NDC IMF.
Abra Mercy by na lekin. Na ye hipika.
Okay.
Na hipika no support economy na. You see, so some of these things Saleka about my country no one open what else we
disagree with Bernard.
I disagree with him. President Mers, the late President Mers was nice person, but you can't tell me there or the best among
the president of the
4th Republic president in Nina. No, you can't say that.
He was this man who come to your office without even knocking.
Yes, that's a star. And it was very good. And no just say he's the best. At the end of the day, the Madina nature, you know, customs one good aware the corruption now. Even the customs officers started doing the rot before he died. More sign crowd back and President Mers or sign by company. So until you share in some way, you show performance when it comes to performance. Unless Opedo catcher there, Professor Mers, Nakasabo, or Internet or other fine.
But he stabilized the economy. on Jitum.
Mejitum. He
And
stabilized
that
the
is part
economy.
of the performance all year.
Yes.
He championed corruption.
Yes.
That is part. He was
Akufo-Addo-
able to stabilize the city for over 7-8 months. That is another credit.
Akufo-Addo did the same thing in his first term until the uncertainty happened.
Okay.
And we all know it. Sometimes you can't watch me and can. The other time I was watching some video from UK Prime Minister. Hall, assembly, like, and then one MP was saying that and then the Prime Minister, the UK Prime Minister, gave the same reason that we are telling Ghanaians are Ghana from Pedro, which is the COVID and then the Russia-Ukraine war. This thing affected the whole world. Economy.
But if you're coming for a position, you should expect this external shocks.
Yes, so
it will come.
And when it comes, you do what you can do.
Okay.
And Akufo-Addo, nobody can tell me Akufo-Addo didn't do anything. To extend or say, we know how to revive the economy. In fact, he said now onim the Bibia Besia, and Akufo-Addo you see them word now. He knows after COVID and Russia, economy no say. But he know how to revive the economy. And to all share because nipa wa ont minyano. Nemom say economy what says this economy? I'm sure you know it is growing now.
But that GDP is still high, 600 plus.
Yes, but it is time.
It was 210.
It is time. It is time. And I share this GDP na that yekena. Even sometimes the exchange rate also raise it.
Exactly.
So since I can say dollar rate otumba 80 this automatically you can 600 and something it will drop and I'm
sure.
So it always goes up because of the exchange rate. Until you can obeba form.
Okay.
So dollar stability no you tumi ya mo oba form until sometimes you can na today obi bosia dudu bi na me you can ekodu dam and abibina no. Sometimes when the exchange rate is all could do 17%, you can't call so.
Sure.
But in that because you have a 12 can have phone. And I am not.
Sure.
But how many Ghanaians know this? I say no, I could Jibusian, I could money the kind of GDP we are all crying for. But Nina, because of these shocks we are here, it be affecting Ghana. We say a Tratogo no back not. If the way I Ghana economy and the people that comes to this country. Airport in a crossing it down shipping nyama na odo wadze be na ya nyama obetuma abobua for ebia COVID fight na ade no pe na otumi ba dem nyama na restraining yen my economy no okofom.
Until you agree with you say that when we put all indicators into one basket and comparing Atta and the sitting president on one basket with all indicators, he's still not the best president
at all.
All indicators.
At all.
Talking of corruption.
At all. Now corruption, the corruption is here. On the vice president, in Boso City Committee, one should not say, Mubad Noyan, Kodo sacking straight.
Okay.
Kodo and the vice president, who are one on Kode, or ye be Binanka Yakado, a vice president, John Mahama, where could the duly be my main one, into when he had a message committee to them, Yura, a friend, Matamidu Bakacha, immediately you sack him. Mahama kuya kofa STS for bay wabana President Mos no te gwado wo fra ne tam wo ma okokate so e wo tesano do wo be see STS 200,000 housing units with our security personnel ya papa Mahama Rose in that time ne papa Mos no president otumi ya hu bibi otumi ya hu hwe enti se ehwe fighting corruption ehwe dem wo yo minister otua na o se meka dem wonti o no otua na ba action be no
educational standard
if you education,
currently we are falling. In fact, yeah,
that are you sure they are falling?
Ghana is going down when it comes to education. I know,
you know, say bibi ono odi na ye.
Yeah.
Na say hiamo frama no.
Okay.
Omo ho adwen be hwe no osua da ye.
Okay.
Na bibia government.
Okay.
Ekufa do na ban hwe. TVET, technical vocational education.
Yeah.
Ehun dey we improve no pa.
Sure.
Enti bad inti abakade education ko form STEM education science technology engineering and mathematics yearly across the country are 6 regions when you want a enroll student are you telling me there yen ko online yen ko check there across the country across the Africa.
Yeah.
Which secondary schools and other which and all perform wasi or Ghana and the education you could from mentase young are a math and science a year away more from a year away competition when you Ghana here so why is people saying is education is going down.
One last question: were you able to protect the purse as Atta did? Public purse. Atta
is protected.
He cut the size of government.
How many was his ministers? If you can tell me. Atta ministers no they were over 80. Anameboa. Ekufu and the current were 85. Anameboa.
Okay.
So what's the difference?
All right. Okay, Mamunko na. Nat. What if Bernard Mona Simokai?
Minua, that's a pa.
Oh, corner secretaryship. Yamia Daruma will share His Excellency. No, then it's a share $2 for the man. Then again, or some to us say Atamos is the best president for the Fourth Republic. What in the yard? And I say, what in the yard?
Menina yard pa.
It sounds like you're in this.
No, Bernard Mona is not an NDC or NDC.
One of the yard you want some kind of president best because of your NDC. And time I agree that Atamos is the best president, and I say you really want to assemble it the way it ought to be assembled.
Yes, because or a rational human being, no access, no way there. How do you call it? Professor Moss and the late Professor Moss, yeah, best president under the Fourth Republic.
Okay.
To mean dispute because or your nipa no access until our there mejitu.
Okay.
Yes, but meaning there it for Italian ankasa because this is where this studio another platform where a big platform it for tea amount for waha almost idea amount for entertaining himself amount for new information into one of the reasons another some of the reasons for social media or TV station is to educate, inform and what entertain.
All right.
Into they are working but when churchim
okay. Okay.
There obi to me papa mom but when they are also one chain.
Okay.
You find Bruni back there there's no blind loyalty. Inti you find there say Nana Akufo-Addo emit Bernard Mona. That's a one man $2,000. A merit another and say Nana Akufo-Addo you're good to all Ghanaians.
Okay.
Inti yipa ba kuna emit na man $20,000. Che ebaba e wo there he protect the entire society. Akwa there ethical mu a konfu bi ewia o musika enfa say ewia o 1 million under Ghana cedis.
Sure.
Na we tua o car fare 5 cedis ama. Onye hwe.
Okay.
Atasa onye hwe. Say amount for retain and I say I for retain. Yaka there the performance of government into me use nipa na character.
Sure.
There or a peace loving person and for that matter is a good president.
Okay.
No, there are other indicators.
Sure.
There are other macroeconomic variables that you have to assess, that you have to use, that you have to use and compare and contrast it with the previous government. And
right.
you understand? So that you know, I'm saying that America there, way, yeah, this way because of a step by step, just start from exchange rates between the late Professor Moss and this government.
Sure.
Interest rates, inflation rates, fiscal policies and monetary policies ought to be considered.
Instead of summing up as the economy.
Yeah, the economy.
Because if you want to break it down, you are
those
going
are
to
the engines of the economy. During most time, most Oba Abemu or former government 2009. In there, the first year man protected the interests of the entire social spectrum was the single spine. Single spine a Kufo no mentioning.
Okay.
Time now or if you are in the year 2009, 5th January.
Okay.
In the year 2009, we implement. You just spoke about or card there,
Okay.
on per day or year, but 1 year.
No,
Take
I
your
think-
time.
I think I've
when we
done
were
some
talking, I
policy.
didn't.
Yeah, I understand,
Please,
but
you take your
okay,
time.
okay, all right.
I know where he's going, but no, but I'm straight at the knee.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
That's fine.
Inti ono be implemented in the year 2010. Don't we shouldn't forget another may rain for there. Must buy within 6 months. To me, arresting inflation at a single digit, 9.2, and or maintaining for what 33 what meant. Growth rate, remember the growth rate, as at the time, 14%, or maintaining for more than 2 years. Atta, exchange rate are debia ba omia kade. The only indicator that can be used to assess the performance of the economy is the exchange rate. And if your exchange rate is weak, or if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Exchange rate. Exchange rate in what? In nominal terms. Make your exchange rate in what? In rare terms. No, your exchange rate in nominal terms. Nominal terms has to do with currency to currency. But rare exchange rate has to do with goods to goods. Price of goods of a domestic.
That is what it's called. Variables play with the variables.
Yes. What I say. Inti how do you call it? Most time. Yes, or your best. When you nature or your best. Exchange rate here 1 cedi, 2 cedi to what? $1 or $1 to 2 cedis. That's I say. $1 to what? 2 cedis. And $1 to 2 cedis. In one. Share this time around. You pay or can Moss or late SSLC Dr. How do you call Moss? And you're perfect, another on your best. Once then you're saying somewhere 2022 December. Or create some difficult system here. It means see the issue of Ghana pen. Exchange rate 17%. That time if you can some oko takrade mitua lorry fare you do porting mitua. Me ko do cape what's it? It has been what? Increased. Hyperinflation. And this created a devastating effect for Ghanaians to suffer. It is our tenants are there. Most and yet the best are. Then minimum Jarakan. Most time total debt, another public debt was 35%.
Sure.
Yansha Wanze state what? Says there was 35 billion. But one how do you under Nana Akufo-Addo 600 billion. Yansha one debt to GDP 104%.
Okay.
But during most time, and now most abroad, and now debt to GDP, yeah, then 52%. You compare your debt to GDP, even the GDP, let's say divide by the total public data times 100%. You pay 32, 52%, you pay 48% as profit.
Now, when you buy a drink, say at times time when you external shocks be, but this one they were tackled by COVID-19, tackled by Russia-Ukraine war. So it looks as if say they started on a sound footing, but somewhere on the line
the economic melt of this country was not or cannot be attributed to what COVID and Russia. No. So if COVID and Russia at the end of 2019, and now we have not experienced, and I experienced how do you call it, external shock beer, but they formed 18-member committee. What were they going to do? 18-member committee. What were they going to do? And now the 18-member committee, go and ask.
What was behind that 18-member committee? What was behind?
As at that time, the exchange rate was falling. So they organize or they form this A team to look into it.
At that time,
the exchange rate.
The management team was working.
The management team,
yes.
The economic management
exactly
team.
Was working.
How do you call it? How do you call it? And the one that the vice president indicated that what a solid team. If the solid team were there and they've, organized and if they have all created another committee to look into the fall of that exchange, then what kind of team was he talking about? Team Ben or Kawasam? At in American, I said. At in American, me what say and I will be there, Professor Moss, and I late Professor Moss, the best president in the Fourth Republic, I can attribute to the fact that yes, because I can give you several factors, several indicators that shows, and I remember when you may be broad there or your best. At I said, most time, and now interest rates, interest rate here 25%. But you miss someone the interest rate you're saying you're okay or your best lead bank and other which in the 40% answer na ebe loan either your business they produce good and service actually you have to pay 40% of the loan that you have taken. One of the indicators are on my economy no perform well interest rate because me business idea no me produce nyoma ba omanu na me promote growth, economic growth chede ninya bosan no so me na say interest rate ndo so me ntum interest rate no kosra economic growth but down. There is a negative relationship between interest rate and growth. Okay. Growth as at Mahama time, Mars time, growth, economic growth is 14%. One as at 2020, 0.9%.
So these are indicators.
These are the very indicators that
sum it up.
Yes,
say he's the best.
He's the best president.
Was able to champion corruption in this country.
Oh, listen.
We talk of former presidents at now. We talk of Airbus scandal that is still going on. Listen. He has come to say that he knows nothing about it. But then he gave an example.
Let me tell you. Corruption I will not mention anything. But let me start it from the top. This very government came to power with the ultimate view to fight corruption, to protect public peace. But let me tell you, first, what did they do to fight corruption? They created a special office called Office of the Special Prosecutor
to facilitate
the fight of corruption, to combat corruption.
So it was best.
At the end of the day, what happened? The chairman in question, the boss of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, came out without a shred of equivocation, said that the president is a mother serpent of corruption. What does it mean? Then find our boss, he believe in for no baby the pedal in yejuma. What catch a man for there, and what catch a general public there, a matter ye confu. You cannot live in harmony with what thieves. A create an because in a German pedal in 1 year, I call for nipa for. Since the party case in buying. Adena assembly na Office of the Special Prosecutor kind. Office of the Special Prosecutor kind there. Judge na already assam won't believe in what there was a son. You should know. A bit a kai another a kai pay there during most time. Most time sometimes unawarely or to be office be.
Yeah.
No, I could meet him.
But at a point in time when he was about to for the funny currency, turn too often. He said so many times because yes, the people have been, so to say, watch one. But what really happened? But
let me tell you, the attempt, its presence alone can bring down corruption. At least take steps. It is an baby 2 CD because of all about Debian, baby 1 CD. Another, but this uncle 1 year cry. Actually, I there was how Obiano so movie. Who are you to prevent me?
And so when it comes to MPP, you are saying the economy, they can't really manage the economy.
No.
When it comes to corruption, the mother serpent of corruption. That's what
mother serpent, father serpent, son serpent, granddaughter serpent, grandson serpent. Everybody has been indicted.
They promised to protect the public purse.
Yes, they promised. This MPP government promised that they are coming to protect the public purse. At the end of the day, what happened? What happened? Which purse are they protecting? Increasing spending, stealing left, right, center.
Size of government. Atamos to me cartel.
Oh, to me cartel.
You heard what he said. The VAT
Yes.
5 for corner 10 HM 50 HM.
Only fact. When they friend true propaganda or a palpable liar. Only fact. This man only fact on cause of fact. Anyone. Then President Oko baby 5 beko ended that. Walk day. Walk
You agree them Benin Mona kindness from all indicators
100%.
from all indicators from governance
Yes.
and Atamos did the best.
Yeah, because me to Solon Kade or your best because or Kasabok or Dabi, we use variables.
And I'm making
But to attest, we use all the macroeconomic indicators,
I understand.
all the
To sum it up, you
policies.
play variables with intervariables.
Yes.
And then you are raising us to a control when I say, it's here to classroom. Taking it to a control. To add it all, though, Atamos is the best.
Is the best.
By Bernard.
It's the best, yeah. It's the
One
best.
touch, yeah, Tamaso.
Me Jonathan or your lecturer. And so you should go for Kasaka or tragedy. I'm a number of Ryan and we do.
Old people, you records for
Now, Kakam Padameka there. If even the exchange rate, when it comes to Kufuor and Atamos, I can tell you, sir, Kufuor did very well than Atamos.
Okay. In terms of the exchange rate?
In terms of the exchange rate. Because Kufuor came to meet it as those are 7,000.
Good.
Which is today 70 pesos.
70, yeah.
Abra Kufuor within 8 years, and all no a 1-to-1. A 1 CD, 1%, 11,000. And if your percentage was now from 7,000 to 11,000. And now you are so OJ, from 2009 to 2011, 2012, thereabout, no, on also 2 cities. So when you strike the percentage, from 1 city, 10 pesos to 2 Ghana cities, and it will be often from 70 pesos to 11,000. That is 7,000 to 11,000. Those old currency.
Yeah.
If your percentage wise now, Kufuor did very well. Even Kufuor did in a whole 8 years.
Okay.
You understand? Whole 8 years. Abra take you over from Rollins. Any your papa Thomas no you're running or vice president to Rollins no.
Jerry John.
You buy power to the year 2000. Yet you assume power 2001. Now dollar rate to CD 7,000.
Yet abayaso.
70 pesos in there. And a Kufuor a manager ya do 11,000. And a papa Mas origin from 11,000. Or do 20,000. That's the old currency I'm mentioning.
Hata.
Ehun.
That is what the hata
if you compare these two, when we are talking about exchange rate, Kufuor government did very well than Atamos.
Okay.
And in the currently, this are the year of this year. No 4 cities, 22 pesos, right? And I want him 12 cities. Let's take it 12. We move 11 something, but then let's summarize it to 12. Obia Otifie on fan calculator. Non share abra here by 4 cities, 20 pesos. No in there 12 cities. No one strike percentage. Many don't know or I do one quota. Near there. If a percentage wise, how many to manage CD depreciation very well? Okay. So what time it is about 300. What time the CD depreciated about 350%. It is moving around 280%.
Yeah, 285%.
You understand? So it tells you, say, NPP government, we are very good in managing the economy. And when it comes to CD depreciation, you to me wait my year. Sen, meka so I miss so issues or baby asa and kadolo undo them. Okay. And you know, anumpona ye kanu is checker. One time, dollar no you see the depreciation, it was 350. Okay. A checker. Anyway, on yam America. What about my check? Not about my check. I should forward here no. Okay. I should forward here no. Okay. What my check?
All right. Yetamas.
Intino,
One bite, one last bite. Just 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Mama, Minya, what